Good morning. It is day 3 here on Big Crow Lake. Storm rolled in overnight and it's been raining on and off all morning so far. We're just heading down the Crow River today. We're camping on the Crow River, so maybe 4 hours today or so. So should be a good day. And day 3, we made our way down the Crow River. We went for a hike to the Giant Pine Trail. As we made our way down the Crow River, we camped on the Crow River campsite. Got the fire going for some coffee and oatmeal this morning. We stashed the wood underneath this bench last night, and Cole was able to get her going. So yeah, I just got the oatmeal with some dried fruit and some coffee as well. We got a little break in the rain right now, so we're going to take advantage of that. Eat up and then hit the trail. There's an old growth pine on the way down the Crow River, so if the weather's pretty decent, we'll try checking that out as well. But yeah, it's a very gloomy day. We are just starting down the Crow River. It hasn't rained since this morning, but it's starting to warm up, which is kind of nice. It's about 18 degrees right now. It's a lot warmer than it was yesterday. So yeah, we just kind of meander our way through this. There's a couple dams, and then there's that old pine trail that we're going to check out. Hopefully the rain holds up. That'd be good. This is the start of the trail to the Virgin Pines. And the portage is just across here. Kind of spitting out a little bit, but it's still nice and warm. This beartooth comb, or just a comb mushroom. It's a massive one. Beautiful. On this log is a huge cluster of comb mushrooms. Just all along it. Beautiful mushroom. This is one of the first large pines that we see. Massive. This camera doesn't do it any justice. I think it's about 12 feet round. Got some witch's butter right here. It's another type of jelly mushroom. We're just heading down the second set of rapids on Crow Creek. Oh, there's a rock. Looks pretty shallow. I think that rain we had last night has helped the water level. So we'll see how this goes. A little bit of scraping. It's not much of a rapid though. We've been going down the Crow River for a few hours now. We finished all the portages for the day, and should only have a few more kilometers till we get to our campsite on this river. The water's really clear. It's a sandy bottom or rocks. It's not very muddy in places at all. It's a really nice river. This is camp for night 3 here on Crow River. We got the tarp up. We've had one quick rainstorm when we got here. Some of our stuff's up and drying. This was the best place for the tarp, but it's not really ideal if we have a fire. We'll just have to pull it back. And there's a nice little working area. We got a tent pad here. And fire pit, pretty decent. We cut and split all our wood already. So yeah, it shelters good from the rain and the wind, but I think we'll just pull this side, flip it over the top, and then tie it down while we have a fire. And the water access is down here, so it's got a pretty awesome view of the river. And and then it's sand all the way to the bottom. And this river is nice and clear water. It's a little bit of tea colored, but it's not murky or dirty in that sense. To get water, we just put the canoe back in there, walked out. But if your feet are already wet, you can just walk out on the sand bottom and scoop up some water. Now, this is a nice campsite. I was going for a walk on the Crow River and check out this view. It's an awesome view of the river. I'm not sure what mushroom this is, but this is the biggest one of its species I've seen. And it's kind of got that overlapping, wriggling sort of gills on it. I think this is an old beaver den on the bank. It's got all these cut sticks at the front of it, and looks like it collapsed. So I believe this is a beaver's den. That's pretty cool. Tonight for supper is beef and barley. There's dried beef, carrots, onions, celery, and tomato sauce. And that's coming along nicely. Should start thickening up. We'll just let it sit. And we haven't had any more rain since this afternoon. Turned out to be a beautiful evening. It's cooling off quite a bit as well. So this is the finished product of beef and barley. And I forgot there was dried beans in there as well. Green beans. And fresh dill, of course, to garnish. Good morning. It is day 4 here on Crow River. We're heading over to Lake Lavieille today. So we have about 4 hours to get there. There's a few small portages along the way. It's starting to cloud over. We're not sure if we're going to get more rain or not. It's just very overcast. There are some light patches, so we'll see what today brings for us. Day 4, continuing down the Crow River into Crow Bay and Lake Lavieille. We made our way to this island site. We're at the first portage of the day, and it's portaging around these rapids slash small waterfall possibly. I'm not sure if this rock formation is man-made, but it looks too perfect and straight to be natural. Maybe it was a controlled dam at one time. Yeah, it seems way too unnatural. You almost could line this. You almost could line it. Maybe it was made so they could get boats up this once upon a time. We were able to run the last 3 portages. We rubbed over a few rocks, nothing too hard on the boat. I'm expecting some scratches, but now we're in the last little remaining channel until we get into Lavieille. It's opening up a lot. The river's not really flowing much at all. And Lavieille is out there. We have left the Crow River and are now into Crow Bay. And Lavieille is through those narrows. Not too much longer. It's a very calm day. There's not a whole lot of wind out, but it's still cool. We are now in Lake Lavieille. And it's a large lake. There's hardly any wind today, so the water's nice and calm. Very easily traveling. We haven't seen anyone yet. I probably just jinxed that. But yeah, we're gonna make our way south, take advantage of this nice weather, or nice paddling weather anyways. So we're gonna head to the right of that peak. We're just rounding the corner, starting to head south on Lavieille, and we're going to try to get one of the campsites on the island straight ahead. A massive lake. They're really beautiful. Trees are starting to turn. Lots of colors are coming out. This is camp for night 4 here on Lake Lavieille. Here's the water access. Nice exposed rock, gentle slope. Got the boat pulled out. And there's a second water access just up here. This one's pretty decent for getting water. It's got those big rocks that you can get out to deeper stuff. And the main camp's back here. It's a wide open site, lots of mature trees. There's a strong east wind howling through, so we got the tarp set up over top of this working area. Pretty nice setup. And here's the fire pit. And we've already cut and split all the wood for this evening. Here's the fire pit. Some nice benches. And yeah, as I said before, just wide open. Lots of mature trees and the tent. So yeah, it's pretty sheltered in here, but the wind can come through it pretty strong at times. I believe this is the Angel of Death mushroom. You can see this one's starting to poke through the veil. And I started pulling this one apart. You can see the veil there. Stalk. And this would be the cap. And the cap's still covered, so you can't see the gills yet. I'm pretty sure it's Angel of Death. And I'm not sure what these little guys are. They always grow up like leaves. So this is a very large boulette mushroom. It's pretty dense. It's got the color of a cooked pancake. You can see it's quite thick as well. Tonight for supper is chickpea curry. You got dried chickpeas, rice, spinach, dehydrated coconut milk, and curry of course. Got some white wine, and this is our view of Lake Lavieille, looking out into Thomas Bay.